So our special guest this evening is Christopher Ellis. Christopher Ellis, welcome to the Beat London 103.6 FM and the Vocal Void Show. You know what I'm saying?
Love, my bro. Love, brother. Love.
No, respect.
Respect, brother.
And first of all, I have to say thank you for accepting the invitation to the Vocal Void Show.
No worries, my G. No worries, man. Anytime, bro.
You know what I mean?
Respect.
Personally, yeah, I just have to put it out there. You're artists that I've been listening and playing for time, and I'm like, yo, this artist is budging off. So to actually have you on the show.
Respect, bro.
Yo, bro, enough respect, man.
Thank you.
Understand?
Thank you, bro. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Yes,
so,
G.
how was your journey on the way to the Beat London studio?
Oh, it's cool. It's Sunday today, so we just cruised down nicely. Not much traffic. Yeah. A little bit of traffic, but it wasn't hectic.
Yeah.
If it was during the week, trouble. Trouble, bro.
I know that, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, enough respect and manners for passing through the show. All right?
No worries, bro.
Christopher Ellis, in short, who is Christopher Ellis?
Who is Christopher Ellis? That's a good question. It's I would say it's such a question that's simple but fast as well. So I'm from the city, like the average black boys you see nowadays. I'm like them.
Yeah.
But I'm not like them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's very growing up was very strange for me because I had like my father, who was someone that everyone was had as a superstar or like this big deal and all this. Yeah. And then when I go out on the street, I'm just the normal, I'm like everyone else. So it was weird for me, you know. Like I would, as a teenager, I would go away with my dad and sing on stage in front of 5,000 people, 4,000 people, 10,000 people, and then come back on a Monday and just be with the man them again.
Like it's not,
you know, like it's nothing. Yeah. So that's, you know, we don't say that we're anything big, but you know we understand what we are and who we are, but. I would say, you know, just a young black male coming from the South London area. Yeah. Grew up in a great home. Yeah. You know, I had a great upbringing. Yeah. You know, both parents showed me love and everything was great, and I had a great, you know, upbringing as a youngster. Yeah. And here we are today now. Well, you know.
Do you know what? Yeah, I have to say that. One of the first times I met you, like obviously in my eyes, I'm like, rah, there's Christopher Ellis. You understand? Like, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, I'm a fan. I was gassed.
When was that? Do you remember? Oh no.
I think I've met you a couple of times before. I think one of the first times was when Bucky had his studio on Acre Lane.
Under the bridge.
On
Acre Lane.
Yeah, Acre Lane.
About Supertone.
Yeah.
Seen.
That was one of the first times, and I think you had finished voicing something and you was cutting. Okay. You understand? But one of the recent times, I think, was when I was at BBMC with LA and local. Big shots reaching out to local and LA Grey.
Was I rehearsing?
I think you was rehearsing, and we was outside reasoning, and like what you said there about just like being with your dad and being this person, and then coming back to school and being like, we were standing there having a conversation. I'm like, rah, this guy's normal. You know
yes, my bro. Yeah, man. You know, it's just yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Bro. So, and for me, I kind of rate that. You get me? Because in my eyes, you're a big artist. You understand? Respect, you're worldwide known. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying a lot of artists take it to their head, but some artists act a certain way. But it's like with you, if you don't know, then you wouldn't know.
Yeah, people say it all the time, you know. People say it all the time to me, you know. I swear, they say it all the time. But yeah, bro. But you know, bro, it's just who I am, and it's who we are. You know, I see my dad. As a monster as he is, he didn't wear that. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Which is good though. You know still,
what I mean? Yeah, he didn't wear that, and you know, my dad told me a story. You know, that always stays with me. When Bob Marley came over here, my dad went to go and see Bob Marley in the hotel. Yeah, I think it was 1980. It was Bob's last visit here.
Okay, yeah.
And my dad went to go see him in a hotel. Yeah, and in the hotel room there's pure. The media and cameraman, Bob, Bob, and Bob was sitting there, and my dad was in the corner like that, and Bob said, "Yo," to the cameraman, everyone said, "Yo, I didn't man start the thing, you know." I'll tell you, the man start the thing, you know. And my dad said that. Everyone stopped, and I looked at him for like 2 seconds. I'm like, "Is it?" okay, I'm back to Bob. You know, and it's just, I'm just saying, like, my dad, you never know.
Yeah.
Because he's not gonna say, yo, I mean, you know, he's not that guy, and I love them for that.
Yeah.
I love them for that, and you know, we come in that same realm. We don't fool, you know, we're just humility by nature.
Yes,
it's not something we force, so you know.
Well,
it's just,
I feel it's not even I like it that way, but it works. You understand? Because I mean, like, being the kind of celebrities or reggae icons that like Bob Marley and your dad was, you know what I'm saying? Like the godfather of reggae music, you know what I mean? Like, it could have been easy for them to get carried away with it, but looking at certain Bob stories and what you're saying about your dad as well, is like, them man, it was just a music thing. It's like raw.
It's just music, bro. It's just music, yeah, man.
You understand?
Yeah, man. I remember meeting D Brown. When I met D Brown,
yeah,
he was just a nice guy.
Yeah.
He's smiling.
Yeah.
And he never had no, yo, I mean him D Brown, yo, go for a drink now, go for it. No, he's just D Brown smiling, and he called me, he said, yes, little Alty, and he smiled. He smiled for the whole time I was there. And I met him a few times, and he just smiled. Like, you see him in the interviews.
Yeah,
he's smiling.
Yeah.
That's who he was.
Yeah.
And there was no ego attached to them, man, there, you know?
Yeah.
And these guys were the guys who created the genre.
Yeah.
You know, between all of them.
Yeah.
Ken, John, all of them, they created the genre, and they just lived the humble, and I see it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So.
And they built the thing.
Yeah, bro. So it's nice to see.
All right. So you was born and raised in the UK.
Yeah.
And your dad, Alton Ellis, if people didn't know, is the godfather of reggae music. Now, to you, growing up as his son, right, following in his footsteps,
yeah,
what does that mean to you?
What does it mean to me?
Yeah.
Well, it means a lot to me, you know. As I say, like, I live it. So
yeah,
I wake up proud every day. I must say that.
Yeah.
I'm proud. I feel proud. There's a proudness of me, and I feel like it gives me a non-care for certain things.
Yeah.
So like, it's like the average man might want to get a BM or might want to get a Mercedes. Or, I don't care about those things because my father's Alton Ellis. You know what I mean? And you know, but you know what's funny? I say that with humility, please. Yeah, I'm not saying it with no ego. Yeah, but that's how I wake up and feel that way.
Yeah.
So I don't have the same desires as the average man that might want to and wear something or wear a chain to feel good.
Yeah.
I feel good when I open my eyes. You know, and I feel proud that, you know, I'm his son, and my mum as well, because she brought I had so much love. Surrounding me. I was drowned in love. You know what I mean? So I'm proud about my upbringing, my father being who he is, and what he exposed me to. It's like I've made it already, bro. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's how I feel, like I made it already. Just from those things, from experiences, and from who I am, my father and that. Forget me being someone who sings around. I feel like I made it already. You know? I'm proud. It's just proudness, really.
Yeah. No, I love that. Still, you get me, because the way I see it, from where you're saying it now, it's like, even if you wasn't an artist yourself, you were still proud of your upbringing, who your dad was, and what's going on in the musical industry anyway.
For sure, bro.
Do you get what I'm saying?
For sure, bro.
Alright, so I would say that your upbringing was a bit different to the regular Joe, because you were surrounded from greats. With greats from birth, right?
Yeah.
Before hitting the stage at 11, what was it like growing up in your household, musically? It was
nice because I think it helped because I had big brothers. So when I'm in the house growing up here as a 7, 8, 9-year-old, I had big brothers who would play John Holt's 1,000 Volts album. So I'm hearing that in the yard. I'm hearing these songs in the yard. I'm hearing Delroy Wilson in the yard. I'm hearing these artists' music played in the house. So when my dad walks through the door now with John Holt, who's his closest friend, by the way.
Look at that.
I could put the artist, you know, like so like the songs that was playing. Oh, that's him. So that started to excite me. And John Holt was my favorite artist because of that. Because he came to my house with my dad, and his voice was so golden and special. And I gravitated towards him. And then I see Ken Booth come, and so the average you see the average boy my age, he was introduced to music by maybe Buju Banton was artist. And that's where he started. That's where his thing. My thing is John Holt. You get it?
Original.
Yeah, bro. Ken Booth, and then that's where it started for me. I learned about those guys after the Buju, everyone. You know? It's funny, right? Although it's after. So, bro, that's where the whole music thing started for me. You know, I was seeing my dad's peers come to the house, and yeah, that's why I started to think, wow, this is amazing. That was him who left yesterday. That's John Holt, you know. Yeah, so it's like that, bro.
Wow, that must have been an experience in itself. So also before hitting the stage, what or who made you realize that you was going to be a singer?
Well, I'll say this. Before I went on a stage, right, my brother Dean and his friends, they had a studio in South London, and they never had no artists. So they built a studio and they're excited, but there's no one to come in and sing. And my dad passed through once or twice and they were elated, and but he passed through once or twice. There's no artists. Here I am, 10 years old. And my brother Dean, he discovered that I can sing. So he would take me to the studio and say, yeah, go on, point the and sing. And they would play some rhythms, right? And just say, sing anything. So something like this playing now. I'd be like, hey pretty baby, fit the high heels on. I do all that. Like Joe and Michael Jackson, all these singers. And certain times I could tell that it wouldn't fit on the rhythms. And I could hear that as a youngster. But they would say, no, it's good, it's good. And I just think, that's not good. But I wouldn't say it to them. I would just sing, I would sing what they want. You know, so what was the question again? You asked me again? Just to finish off, what was the question again?
What or who made you realise that you...
So my brother Dean was the one who took me into the studio and said, yo, you can sing, you know? And he showed Dad that I can sing. It was Dean Ellis.
Said that. So, as in your brother Dean, was he like, obviously he built a studio, but was he a singer? Was he an artist as well? Or
he was a DJ.
Okay, he comes through the sound system. When I
was 4 years old. He gave me a thing to sing. My name was Baby Irie.
Baby Irie, you know.
It goes, it's me, it's Baby Irie. Missy down on the rhythm like a bird in the tree. The school let me go, name Sir James Barry. Alton Ellis is my daddy. And I used to sing that as a 4-year-old, you know, over and over. They took a picture of me and put it on my dad's album. And the album's called Continuation. At 4 years old. You can Google it. It's amazing. It's like my dad saw the future. It's called Continuation. A picture of me with 4 years old with a microphone in my hand. And all my dad's sons, it's me come carry the torch. But so,
do you know what?
It's like it's prophecy. I don't know.
It was destiny, bro.
Yeah, bro.
The way I see it is like this, I always say this, but all of our destinies had already been designed. It's just the choices we made that could either make or break it. You understand? You understand?
That's interesting.
Yeah, bro, because when you check it now, alright, imagine that album cover there is significant. Because when you look back on it now, you're like, rah, I'm actually an artist. It could have just been an album cover on your dad's. You could have not been a singer, and you would have been happy with that. You understand?
Bro.
But when you check it back now and look at it, you're like, rah, hold on, that was then, and I was only 4. You weren't even thinking.
Exactly.
I'm an artist.
Exactly right.
You know
crazy,
what I'm saying?
Bro. 4 years old. Crazy.
Oh my gosh. All right. So at the age of 11, you touched the stage with your dad, right? First of all, how did that conversation come about? And 2, how did it feel to be singing in front of a crowd at that age?
Oh, I'll tell you this, bro. In the 90s, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, my dad kept an annual show in Hammersmith Pally called Rocksteady Gala. His show. So he'd fly in, he had about 5 artists per year. He'd fly in John, Delroy, Ken, Boot, and keep the show. And I was supposed to be on a show the year before, you know. And I was side stage, and he forgot to call me. He finished his show and forgot to call me. The next year now, April again, Easter, the show's come up, and I said, Dad, please don't forget to call me this time. And I'm at the side of the stage again. And he's just doing his show, and he's zoned in and shelling the place, and he's forgetting again. My brother Dean said, take this water to him. Give me the water and a towel. And I was like, no. He said, go and do it. And I walked out to him and gave him the water and towel, and he saw me and said, and then he clicked. It all came back in, and he said, I got son, and my son, Christopher Ellis, and he gave me the mic. And bro, I'll tell you this now, bro. You see these artists that's singing today? They don't know about forward. No, they don't know about forward, bro. They They know about people in the audience holding the camera and being stationary.
Yeah, real
bro.
Talk. Real talk.
It's on YouTube.
Yeah.
I've never heard a louder roar on stage in all my years.
Yeah.
From that, bro. There was no cameras in the crowd. There was no. Everyone's jumping over each other, bro, and give me the approval.
Yeah.
Bro, that was the day I knew I'm gonna be an artist. I swear to you. I walked off a stage.
Yeah.
And everything I'm doing now.
Yeah.
Was in my vision, bro, for like a week, 2 weeks after. I could see the future.
Yeah.
And funnily, I went to school the next day and told the teachers, I don't need to come here no more. That's crazy. Kids, don't follow that. Don't follow that, kids. Yeah, don't follow that. Yeah, do your work. Do your schoolwork.
So hold on. So when you went to school and you told your teachers that, what did they say?
Bro, listen.
Yeah.
I'll tell you first. I got off stage, right?
Yeah.
From that buzz that they gave me, the big forward, and all that. And I remember feeling something inside of me that I never felt before, like a buzz and excitement. Yeah. The band had to pull the show and pull the song and go again. I got off stage, finished. I got off stage. I remember being backstage, bro, and feeling like I couldn't explain the buzz I had. Yeah. I went home.
Yeah.
I slept in my bed, bro, and I stared at the ceiling for hours.
Wow.
Just reliving the show.
Yeah.
Reliving the show. I went to school the next day, bro, and I don't want to do no work. I remember didn't want to do any work. I don't need to be here. I'm gonna be a singer. Seriously. I told my teacher that. I said, Mason, I don't need to be, because last night she said, what are you talking about? She didn't understand, because it's like corporate teacher. She don't understand. Yeah. But bro, I knew all these years, and I knew everything I do in between would be irrelevant. Yeah. Because it's music that's going to be in the end for me. Yeah, bro.
So, all right then, from after that show now, right? What happened then with you at 11 years old as a singer, as a young budding artist now coming through the gates? Like, what was the steps that you went through to kind of, not where you are now, but it's like after that, what happened that solidified that, you know what, this is really the thing, this is really, really me?
When the thing happened when I was 11, I sung. Yeah. After that, my brothers took me to studio more. Yeah. And I would sing on the rhythms, and as young, it's funny because I was young and I knew that the rhythms them were not even solid, but I'd just do it for them. And then what started to happen was when my dad would get booked in the UK, and the promoter didn't pay, he wouldn't go. So my brother said, "Come, Chris, we're going." So I did a good 3 or 4 shows that my dad refused to go to because I promoter never pay him all of his money. I'll just go there and sing, bro, and mash up the place again. Alton little son, as a consolation. The crowd's still vexed because he's not there, but I would do a little consolation thing and I would sing. And then, bro, one day my mom said to my brothers, "Yo, stop the studio thing. Can't have school. 12 o'clock at night to have studio. I have school." And, bro, she cut off the studio thing, bro.
She cut it off?
Yeah, she said no more studio.
Why?
Because of the timings I was going late on school nights. You know what I mean? Yeah. As a 12-year-old and everything, going to studio at school, so I kind of fell away from music a little bit. Yeah. But then I came back. My dad would start taking me. He started taking me away now. Yeah. So I'd go with him Leeds. I'd go with him this, and then we start fly out. Yeah. But to answer your question, what solidified it was his death.
Yes, I was.
Sorry, I shouldn't say his death. He's passing away. Yeah. You know what I mean?
All right.
That then kind of did it.
It's all right. Because I know you want to go into that, but I'm watching the time. Yeah. I don't want to hear about that properly. I don't want to cut it short or nothing like that, right? So it's in doing these shows in the UK and going abroad and that, right? For you, what would you say that you took away from these shows at that time there? Like, what was the thing? What was like the wow factor for you that you're like, raw?
If I'm honest, bro, I was a little bit lost in this journey at this moment. Okay. Because, remember this, I'm not just a young boy who wants to come and do music. Yeah. I'm a young boy who's singing his father's songs. Yeah. These songs are etched in our... They're etched already. So I got too comfortable. Yeah. I wasn't realising. Yeah. I was going away with my dad. And we had a program. He would do 5 songs.
Yeah.
After 5, I would come on and sing 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm still in love. And thing there.
Yeah.
And I got used to that, and I didn't really think about writing songs, or I didn't think about being an artist, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I just knew that singing with my dad was where I get joy, and I'm gonna do that forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, his songs though, I didn't really think about, okay, I've got to be an artist myself and write my songs, because in my mind, from like 11 years old, I'm singing with this man who's got a big catalogue, and we're good. You get me? Like, you know,
that's it.
Yeah. So I didn't really work out yet what it is. I just knew singing was it.
Yeah.
But I didn't know how. I didn't know if I was gonna write songs and have my own songs, or I just knew that I'm gonna sing this man's songs and it's gonna do something for me. Like, you know what I mean?
But do you know what? I would say even at that time, unbeknownst to you, you was in training and didn't even know you was actually in training.
That's exactly what it was. That there.
You understand? Because all of that, singing with your dad, knowing his catalogue, going with him to shows. When we go back to the album of 4-Year-Olds, he was showing you the life you was actually going to live for yourself.
Mad.
You know what I'm saying? It's bro. Like in a mad way, in a crazy way. It's like he was handing you the baton and you didn't even realise it was yours to take.
Exactly, bro.
You get me?
Exactly,
but it wasn't
bro.
yours to take then. It was just like, for you, I don't know how serious you were. Would you say you was doing it for fun?
Purely fun, bro. Purely fun. I swear to you. I wasn't getting paid or nothing, you know, remember, you know?
Yeah.
I'm doing these shows, I'm not getting paid, and then I started to get £100 and I felt rich. I didn't care about the money. My brother said, oh yeah, £100. I was thinking, £100?
Yeah.
And them times as well, £100.
Yeah, that was big.
You know what I mean? So I was like, okay, but it still wasn't for the money. I don't care about the money at all.
Yeah.
I just want to be like my dad, bro.
Yeah.
You get me? I want to be on stage and I want to get that feeling that I got when I was 11 when the crowd go, and the place smash up, bro. The place, bro, it's on YouTube, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
The place not good again, bro. Trust me, bro.
I was doing my research, and I was watching an interview with someone else that you did.
Yeah.
And I see them put the clippings up there, but it's like, through the time, this week was mad for me, so I didn't even have time to go check it properly. But I thought, no, you know what? I'm gonna check that out. That's in my to-do list. You get what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean?
But yeah, bro, man, and that was it. And it's been a joy, bro, man. It's a joy to reach here, you know. And we still ain't reached nowhere yet like that, but to where we have reached, we give thanks and know say we have the attention of some people who are listening.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, I feel say what you've done up until now has been like excellent.
Thank you, bro.
You know what I'm
Appreciate
saying? Because I check music in a different way. Like, just like you, my dad was into music. You understand? My dad was from Africa, from Sierra Leone. He played it.
Is it?
Yeah.
Seen.
Any type of music you want, my dad played it. He was like the sound man.
Seen.
So this is where all of this comes from. You understand?
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it's like, when I listen to songs, I listen to them kind of differently. But listen, people, it's the Beat London 103.6 FM. We're going to go for the Community 5 and come back on the other side, all right? Peace.
All right, attention. This is
The Beat 103.6.
The Beat London 103.6 FM.
Wow.
Murder, bro.
Back after the Community 5 is Beat London 103.6 FM. Your host, GeeDaGenious, inside the building. We call this one the Vocal Void Show. We came back with the sounds of Christopher Ellis, track entitled Still Go a Dance. And like how we're talking about Still Go a Dance, that is like one of my, ultimate Christopher Ellis. You know how much time this tune get paid on my show, brother?
Appreciated, bro. Appreciated.
Listen, and then when they brought out the rhythm, I was like, no way. That's it.
And that's 1 year after, you know.
I know, and we're gonna talk because I like that. That's a smart move. All right, listen, Christopher. Before the Community 5, all right, we was having a great conversation. People, if you didn't know, my special guest this evening is Christopher Ellis. Okay, all right, cool. All right, so if I'm correct, in 2008, your dad passed away. Now, what would you say you learned from your dad, what you still use today as Christopher Ellis?
So much things, bro, and a lot of the things is, I'd say it's by default, you know. It's not even premeditated where I store it to say, okay, let me do that, you know.
Yeah.
Just like even like the humility, it's not something that I try and be because I saw him do it, so let me do it. No, it's just how we are, you know. As well as I see him do it.
Yeah.
You know, and bro, the way I see him live his life, you know, I'm proud of him as a man.
Yeah.
You know, there's certain things I didn't see my father do. He didn't beat us.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh wow.
Bro.
Wow.
He protect when mum is putting it on us, he's the one saying, no, all right, no Sigma. And he's saving us. Yeah, bro.
Right.
He didn't beat me once, not once.
Wow. Do you know
and he's very loving, you know, very loving. And I know, like in our demographic, a lot of men my age or our age will say they didn't really get affection from their father. You know what I mean?
That's true.
You know, like say I love you or a hug.
Yeah.
You know,
that is true.
That man, they will feed you, and that's the love.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I mean? Yeah, that's the love there, bro. Yeah, you're not hearing it out of their mouth though.
Yeah.
But my father wasn't like that. He was very much like, you know, yo, love you, man, and give me a hug and everything there. So, you know, he. Yeah, bro, I'm proud, bro, of those things as well. Put the music aside. Yeah. You know, I never see him lick my mother or nothing like that. You know, so those things I'm proud to say, my father. You know what I mean? All the way, bro. In every aspect. Yeah, bro.
Which is a good trait as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean?
For sure, bro.
So, all right then. So your dad passed away, and you was singing his songs, and I didn't want to touch on this before the community fire. But after that, what was next for Christopher Ellis? What did Christopher Ellis do next? Like, your dad's passed away, you're singing his songs, and then it's hit you like, raw, it's me now. What was your thought process or your next steps after that?
So when he passed away now, I decided that I'm going to go to Jamaica. We're going to go there and we're going to bury him there, obviously. And I'm not going to come back.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I had a plan.
Yeah.
With my brother-in-law, David. I said, we're going to go to Jamaica and we're going to sit in and just do music. You know, and bro, there's one thing I did, bro, that I'm very proud of today.
Yeah.
Those times. When my dad passed away, right?
Yeah.
I sat down and made the conscious decision that I will not sing over no Alton Ellis songs when I'm making music now. I'm going to write songs.
Yeah.
And put them out. And I knew that if I could write some good songs and put them out, I will become a name in the industry.
Yes, man.
Whether big or small, it doesn't matter. Yeah. But I'll become a name that they will accept.
Yeah.
But if I did enter by, let me do 12 Alton Ellis songs.
Yeah.
I would have faded within 6 months. I would have faded.
Yeah. I
would have been on every show for the first 6 months.
Yeah.
Oh, Alton son, him sing good enough. Him sing like him father. Yeah. Him sing Willow Tree Wicked. Him sing I'm Still in Love Wicked. Yeah. And I would have been that only.
Yeah.
And then it would have collapsed.
Yeah.
So I made a decision to not do that.
Yeah.
And funnily, when I was in Jamaica and hanging around with everyone, and I was with Sugar Minor and his friend, they said to me, yo, sing Alton right now, sing 12, do an album right now, Alton Ellis songs. Yeah. And I said to them, no.
Yeah.
No, and I don't know why, but I just knew I was doing the right thing.
Yeah.
You know, and my first song, bro, End of Time.
End of Time?
That's my first song, bro.
Wow.
I stepped out with two giants, Stephen Marley there and Jackie O there, and me up front like this.
Right.
End of Time, bro. And when that song touched the airwaves, you know already.
Yeah, man. That was
murder, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, bro. So you know, yeah, that was the start of the ball rolling.
Yeah.
You know, until we are to where we are today. But yeah, that decision there was a good decision to not sing no Alton Ellis songs.
So all right then. Did you know by then you had writing talent? And I'll tell you why I say that, right? Because
glad you asked that, you know.
Yeah, man, because I thought, like me, I like to find out certain things, innit? And for me, when I listen to your songs, bruv, you're like a storyteller, bruv. And that in itself is an art. Remember what we was talking about when I was talking about Lessons of Love before, before the show?
Yeah.
And I was just like, yeah, when you check it deeply, it's like, it's talking about a real life situation. So when you sing songs, I would say you're like a storyteller, bro.
It wasn't overnight, I'll tell you that. Trust me. And I'll say this. I have a battle, you know, because when my dad was alive, he used to say to me, Chris, write songs. But I was so used to singing his songs, I didn't ever write no songs, bro.
Yeah.
And one day we was in LA, I'll never forget this. And we was going to a show, bro. and we're sitting in the car. These times, Jamrock was shelling the place. Welcome to Jamrock. It was mashing the place. We sat in the car on the way to the show. And came on the radio, Jamrock. And when it finished, bro, my dad laid into me, bro.
Serious?
But he lit, bro. I was in the back of the car with tears in my eyes, bro.
No way.
The way how I remember, he's very loving all the time. So now he's going on, yo, Mr. write some songs. Look at Bob Marley with them there. The songs on the radio, you know. Look, Bobby with them. And I was in the back, and Chris Mateo, right, tune, man. And bro, then that's when it hit me. Oh, I need to do my thing.
See,
he was showing me love, but he's harsh with it. At that moment, you know. And bro, it's a sad thing for me because when my dad passed away, I started to write songs, bro. Better Than Love, Left Unsaid, all these songs, and go into it. So I have a recurring dream now, where I see my dad in my dream, and I'm like, Dad, I've got a new song out, you know. It's called Still Gotta Dance. And I go to press play, and as I press play, the battery dies, bro. Every time.
Oh, is it?
I've had this dream like 9 times since he passed away.
Wow.
And I can never play him a song. I've had Still Gotta Dance. I've had End of Time. I tried to play him. I tried to play him. You babe. And every time, bro, the thing dies, bro. So that's just me in my dream trying to get to him to say, Dad, I'm writing songs now. You know what I mean, bro? And I can't get to him. And I would swap all of you guys who hear the songs for him one day.
No, but bruv, you know what? I can relate to that. You understand? I can relate to that because, all right. So I said I wasn't gonna say this again, but like my dad passed last year September.
Oh, okay. Sorry,
you get what I'm saying? 3 weeks after my brother passed, one of my brothers passed.
Is it? Yeah. Sorry about that much.
So when you're saying, and at that time, and certain like I remember one time, I was there, and my dad and my uncle were very close. They come from a family of 9, right?
Okay.
And they were very close, and I don't know what happened, but I saw my auntie, and my auntie was like, yeah, look, there's your dad. So I'm like, Dad, I'm trying to tell him something. And it's like, he's not trying to hear it. Or I was telling my auntie, no, like, Dad's not going to rare. Do you get what I'm saying?
Okay.
And then it's like, I've gone over to him, and I saw my uncle, like, right? I saw my uncle, and I'm like, Uncle, Dad's over there, you know, like blah 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 blah. So I've gone to my dad now, and the dream stopped. You understand?
Scene.
So it's like these things, I interpret it like this, right? They're there with us in spirit, and for me, that's why I think I had these kind of dreams, because like I said, my dad was the music man. You understand? So everything music you see me deal with is from him. Like, my dad was from Sierra Leone, my mom was from Jamaica. Bruv, my mom don't listen to music, bruv.
Okay.
So I didn't get this reggae thing from her. You understand, bruv? So and
she's a Jamaican one.
She's a Jamaican one, bruv. You understand? My mom's Seventh-day Adventist, so we grew up in that kind of house and thing. But it's like music-wise, it weren't my mum, bruv. None at all. You understand? So when you're saying, like, you're trying to play your dad these songs, and it's like you can't play it to him. I can't really tell you how to think about it, but for me, I see it like he's watching you. He knows what you're doing. Do you get what I'm saying? In a mad way. And it's like, because this is something that you really feel about your dad, and it's like you're trying to tell him basically, Dad, even if you haven't made it in the world, but to him, Dad, I've made it. That's why you're trying to play him these songs. You understand?
Word, bro.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro.
So I can relate to it still. So all right then, in saying that, what would you say was your best or most memorable time while singing with your dad?
What you mean? Like, do you immediately mean while singing? Do you specifically mean while singing?
No,
or do you mean?
just like in general, like maybe was it a show? Was it as in, like, did you do a stage show and you were just like, yeah, that stage show there, me and my dad and rare. Do you know?
The most memorable thing, to be honest with you, was the 11-year-old thing that happened with me on stage. But the thing is, there's so much incidents with me and him, and so much occasions, and so much great things, you know, like he was a comedian. Bro, it wasn't just Alton Ellis I loved, you know. It was Dad. He was a comedian, bro. Bro, I remember one time we was on an airplane, and we was going to New York, bro, and the plane landed in New York, and everyone started to applaud. You know, sometimes they applaud in the plane. And my dad sat there as a Jamaican man with a straight face and turned to me and said, "Them think I stayed sure." Bro, but he's not trying to be funny. It was funny because of how his whole thing was. He's not trying to be funny. Like, he's just, like, he sat like this and everyone applauded and he went, "Chris, them think I stayed sure." Just certain little things, you know. And he had a comedy gene, bro. Yeah. And he was just funny, bro. And there's so much. So I can't pick out one and say to you, this one, that one. Okay. He was just, there's so much things that I learned from him, both consciously and subconsciously. Yeah. And it's just, yeah, bro. Just every time with him was just a great time.
Okay, you know I hear that. Yeah, I hear that. All right, so you're signed to Ghetto Youths International, which was founded by Stephen and Damian Marley. Now, am I correct in saying that? And how did all of that come about?
Yeah, but I'm signed to the man there, man. Grateful.
Yeah.
You know, learned so much from them, and you know, learned so much, bro. And it's funny because that happened by a guy named Cooley who lives in Trenchtown.
Yeah. He is
friends with my brother.
Okay.
But he's also Stephen Marley's number 2.
Yeah.
Sidekick.
His party.
So he said to me, yo, buddy could sing, you know, these times my dad just passed away.
Yeah.
I've been in Jamaica for like 6 months.
Yeah.
And he said to me, you should be around the Marleys, you know. Steve Marley, if they're on a youth.
Yeah.
But he said it to me prior. Yeah. Like a few months before when I was in Jamaica and a year before. So I thought he was just saying it again.
Yeah.
Then he said, you know what? Come on, I'll take it there now. And bro, he drove me to Bob Marley Museum. Right there and then. Bust through the gates, bro, and I walked into a room and see Stephen Marley, bro. And he was sitting in a chair, bro, like a crown, bro.
Yeah, mad.
And he was sitting there, and this is the first time I'm seeing someone in this kind of this is kind of like a king.
Yeah.
Like, I'm being serious, and Pierre man there around him, and you said to me, oh, you're Alton's son. Yeah. I said, yeah, I see you on a couple stage shows, and because I was in Jamaica doing shows, innit?
Yeah.
Like Rebel Salute and all them things. So I don't know, it was buzzing.
Yeah.
I was buzzing. And he said, and then my brother goes to me, yo, sing something for him. and I sung something for him, you know?
Yeah.
And he said to me, yo, you're bad, you. He said to me, yo, hang around for the day, man, stay with us. And I stayed with them. And he said to me, come check me the next day tomorrow. Bro, he said the next day.
Yeah.
We made end of time.
Oh, is it?
The second... You don't understand, bro. You don't understand, my brother. The second day I was meeting Stephen Marley, I got a song with him, bro. And Jackie wasn't... The song was Christopher Ellis featuring Stephen Marley. Yeah. And it was finished.
Done.
And we're playing it over and over in the studio, and Jackie walked in.
Martin!
And he said, no, man. Me have to dip on this song. That's what he said, those words.
Seriously?
Bro, I'm the biggest Cure fan in the world, you know.
Yeah.
So when he said that, bro, he didn't ask, you know, like if he said, yo, what is this bud? Yo, I have to dip on this. He took off his jacket, bro, put it on the chair, and walked into the studio. I swear to you. And he put in the headphones.
Yeah.
And before he did that, the engineer said to me, go and introduce Cure first.
Yeah.
So that's why I said, listen, Jack Cure.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
And the guy went in there, bro, and said, this is what I told her, baby, just wicked. And that was, bro, right there, I knew I was on my way now. I said, when this drops, it's going to shell the place, and now I'm on my way.
And it did as well. Oh my God.
Should have went big like YG Marley song, innit, babe? Sure.
All right then. So talking about Rebel Salute and Welcome to Jamrock Cruise. So to be on stage shows like this as Christopher Ellis, what does that mean to you? How do you feel about that?
It took me a lot of time to accept it, as in I don't feel like I warranted it yet, you know?
Oh, for real?
Yeah, if I'm honest with you, bro, I don't feel like I warranted it yet. You know, I feel like I haven't done enough work. You know what I mean? And that's how I felt, to be honest with you. And I had to brush some feelings off and say no. You know, 'cause I don't really wear who I am. I don't walk like, yo, yeah, me Alton son, so my thing different.
Yeah,
or nothing like that. I see it as I'm still a normal artist who has to do the work to become what the artists in the world are, you know, to become a Taurus or you know, you know.
I get you fully.
Barris and Romain and Chris. This is who, you know, this is the levels.
Yeah.
So I felt like I didn't do the work yet, but bro, if not the mass audience, the talent is there.
Yeah, definitely.
You know? Yeah, bro.
100%.
Yeah, so I had to zoom into that and say, no, you know what? No, the talent is there.
Yeah.
I mustn't think about numbers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, the talent is there. So it took me a while to accept that, okay, bro, I'm here now, and I've got to just do it instead of being inferior to our next man because he's got a bigger fan base or he's got, you know.
But you know what? Yeah, I check it like this, and it's only going through my journey that I get to realize and understand this. Now, all that time before you were singing with your dad, blah 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 blah, you said you felt that you hadn't put in the work. But all that time up until that point there was you putting in the work. Because check it like this, in your mind you see it a certain way, but you have to understand, innit? And this is what I got to realize late, like I'm realizing now. It's like you see it one way, but imagine you're an artist, innit? So you could go around and be like, yeah, I'm the baddest thing from since sliced bread, but your talent can speak much more than what you could ever say about your talent. And that's the thing that got you to those stages, bro. Because when you check all that singing with your dad, then your dad passing, then you starting to write your songs yourself, that all was still work, bro. But you had gone through enough of the process already, not realizing you had actually, I would say, done the foundation work and the groundation work. So when you became Christopher Ellis, you was actually nurturing Christopher Ellis yourself to become who you are now.
And bro, I'll tell you what it is. To make you understand fully. Yeah. I did the stage show work. Yeah. You understand? So I knew I was seasoned on stage. Yeah. You know what I mean? I was. And even now, as an artist, my strong point of what I do is stage. Yeah. Not studio so much. Yeah. You know what I mean? So when I say to you, I don't feel like I arrived yet, what I mean is, yes, I was probably on stage before all these artists. Yeah. But when it comes to studio recordings and impact on the world with songs, I'm talking about that. Okay. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't feel like I've reached there yet and done certain things and had the volume of work down and vinyl or down on out there. So that's where it came in. But when it comes to live, bro, I'm confident and I'm sure. Yeah, bro. You know what I mean? I'm sure. But it's just I would like to have some more recordings, but we're on our way, you know. We're still here and we have live, so it's not the end. I was just showing you where I feel like I needed to put in more work, you know. For it. Like. Yeah, bro.
All right then, so time is running and passing and we want to get you to sing, but not just yet. But what I did...
Yo, come on stage show for me singing now. Pay the money, you know, baby. What you say? Yo, one by all stone.
I'm clapping because I think it's a stage show.
That's good.
But all right then, so the tunes still go and dance. What was your thought process behind that song? Because, like I said, you're a storyteller. So when you was building that song, was it the rhythm you heard first, or did you just...
Glad you asked that question, bro. That song showed me that sometimes it's good to go studio and not just go in there and make songs. Sometimes it's good to go in there and just talk. Because that song came from a conversation. Oh yeah. Yeah, bro. I'm sitting there and I'm saying to all the man them like Gong and the studio, I'm saying, yo, we go dance nowadays. We're not hearing no John in the dance. Yeah. We're not hearing no Ken Boat and Alton. Yeah. One time we used to hear that in the start 100%. of the. Now, bro, the man them start with the dance all and it's up tempo. So I was saying, yo, it's a joke thing. How, brother? This is just a joke thing, like, you know. And we was talking about it, and then conversation ended. Yeah. And Gong's gone on his thing to do his studio thing, pads, and I pick up a guitar, bro. Yeah. And I just started strumming it. And bro, I don't know why, bro. I just started saying, hey, ching, ching, mission reggae music, play ching, ching. What the way the dance are changing. Tell us we still go by that same way. I just said that, bro, and I kept repeating it. Now, most times in studio, when I'm singing, Gong is there in it, and he like approved the thing. I'm saying, yo, that bad. But I was singing it over and over. And I felt like I was onto something. Yeah. but I'm singing it loud and Gong can hear me. He's like that distance from me. And the man them's around and he's not saying, he's not doing the thing he does usually. Like, Ellis, that bad.
Yeah.
So I kept singing it for like the next 2 minutes, bro. Hey, listen, reggae, and Gong was saying nothing, so I put down the guitar, bro. When I put on the guitar, Gong said, yo, what do? That bad. So he was listening, but wasn't saying nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I picked up the guitar, bro, and I carried on writing, bro, and pen down the song and writing a song, singing it to Gong. So yo, bad, yo, and give me 2 lines as well.
Yeah.
Like yeah, and then boom, the song's finished, bro.
Mad thing.
And he's at the same time is programming the rhythm, the drums, and you know, and Gong is a man where he will all do some programming. Yeah. And then call the bands to play what he programmed live. You get it?
Yeah.
I tell some producers that sometimes, you know, because sometimes I get some rhythms from some producers.
Yeah.
And it sounds like a demo rhythm.
Yeah.
So what it is, the idea isn't bad.
Yeah.
But they need to get the live band to come play
to make it sound more.
To make it sound more authentic, bro. Cause like, it sounds like a little jing bang PlayStation rhythm. My girl says that as well. Jing bang it, baby. Some rhythm. She'll finish them, you know. She'll done them. Like, garbage. She said. But I take time and I'm like, no, you know, they're trying. But you know, if they can make the bands them come play it, it will sound good what they created. With a live bass and live drums and it, you know? So, bro, the song came together, bro, and I love the song from the start, bro. I loved it when it came out, and you guys just took it and ran with it.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? Man. And that one there is one of the strong ones in my catalogue, if not the strong, you know? Yeah. Cause End of Time was one to really get over. Like, I was thinking, I'm not gonna top End of Time now.
No, man.
You know what I mean? And still got dance, bro. Big and bossy, bro. Come shoot. Yeah, bro. Let's talk. You know what I mean? In my music, and I feel proud about that song there. And it's one of my favorite, I must say. You know what I mean?
So Christopher, we got about 2 minutes left.
Okay.
Can I ask you to touch a little piece for us and then give us like where people can catch you and all these things?
Alright, my brother.
Yeah?
Press something then. Let me do something.
Let me take that one down low. So yes, people, it's the Beat London 103.6 FM. We have Christopher Ellis